Welcome back to the science session. Today's date is 12, class 7, 49th session and chapter number lesson 10, nutrition plants. So before starting the lesson, from last 1 week you are not having science classes. That is because the Elizabeth teacher has stopped. So now again I am continuing your classes. So earlier you used to send me the homeworks, right, for me. You used to send the homeworks to me itself. Then afterwards you have sent the homeworks to the Elizabeth teacher. Now don't get confused. Just you have to send the homeworks to me in the WhatsApp only. I am not going to give you any subject code nor any WhatsApp group. So only in the WhatsApp number you have to send the homework. So don't worry, for 2-3 classes you have missed. But again I am continuing from the lesson number 10. Teacher has stopped at the lesson number 9 now. Up to 9th lesson she has finished. Okay, now we'll start the lesson number 10, nutrition in plants. Here in the textbook you can see the picture now, mango trees they have given. So open the textbook. When I am explaining the lesson, you have to listen to me and you have to read the textbook also. How do plants produce so much that they are able to feed other organisms dependent on them? That means we are eating food from, but where do we get food from? We get food from the plants, and the animals also eat plants. So animals and human beings are totally dependent on the plants for food. Then how is it possible for a plant to give the sufficient food for both? On the earth, plants and human beings and trees are the living things, but we are depending on the plants and animals for food. Yes, some people will eat only plant and some people will eat only animals. So in this way we are depending on the plants and animals for food. But whereas what does the plant do? It will take only the water, minerals from the water and the carbon dioxide as well as the sunlight. By these things, with the help of the chlorophyll, photosynthesis will take place and they will prepare food for them, right? But whereas the human beings will depend on the plants for the food. But now we have to know, we should know the importance of the plants, how great the plant is. It is giving the food for the animals as well as the human beings. For ages people have been pondering over this. Until 350 years ago we believed what Aristotle had said over 2000 years ago. According to him, plants could produce everything from what they took from the soil. So the research was taken place since from 350 years ago. 350 years ముందు నుంచి రీసెర్చ్ జరుగుతూనే ఉంది ప్లాంట్స్ పైన. At last Aristotle 2000 years ago he told that whatever the plants are getting from the soil, suppose they are getting the minerals from the soil, vitamins from the soil, and they are getting the vitamin D from the sunlight, right? All these things they are getting and they are able to give all those things to the people, those who are eating the plants. చెట్టు ఏదేదైతే తీసుకుంటుంది సాయిల్ నుంచి, వాటర్ నుంచి, సన్లైట్ నుంచి, అవన్నీ కూడా మనకి చెట్టు ఇస్తుంది. ఎలా? మనం ఆ చెట్టు తినడం వల్ల మనకి అవన్నీ వస్తున్నాయి. In the year 1648, a Belgian scientist Jan Baptista von Helmont, this is his name, conducted an experiment that continued for 5 years. He has conducted an experiment that is continued for 5 years. He took a small willow tree and planted in a large pot of soil. Before he did this, he carefully measured the mass of the dry soil and the mass of the tree. So he took a willow tree for his experiment and he kept it in a large pot of soil. Before that, he measured the mass of the dry soil as well as mass of the tree. He covered the soil with a lid so that nothing could fall onto the surface of the soil and add to its mass. There were holes in the lid so that tree could grow out of the soil and so that the air and water could reach the roots. So he started an experiment on the willow tree. For that he took a large pot of soil and he kept the plant in the soil and he covered it with a lid. The lid was having the holes for what? To get the sunlight and the air. Von Helmont left the tree for 5 years, giving it only rainwater to drink, and he left it for 5 years itself. That means he any kind of water. Just for the rainwater it was taking. At the end of the 5 years, he measured the mass of the tree and the mass of the dry soil for a second time. The results of this experiment are shown in the table. This experiment changed the belief of hundreds of years. This was because von Helmont arrived at the result that here in table number 1 they have given tree at the starting. When he started the experiment, the tree was having 2.27 kg mass. After 5 years, it gained 76.74 kgs. That means he has observed that 74.47 difference between the first and the last. First it was having 2.27 kg weight, the tree. Then after 5 years, when it was taking only rainwater, it has gained 76.74. Then what is the difference? That means it has gained overall 74.47. The tree has gained this much of mass. Next, dry soil. Soil was having 90.72 mass. Then after 5 years, it was having 90.66. That means it has lost 0.06 kg of mass. The soil, after 5 years, the soil has lost its mass and the tree has gained the mass. The substance needed for the growth of a plant do not come from the soil only. The plant grows because of the water it gets. So by this experiment, what we have learned, the experiment aim prove chesaru. All the things that are needed for a plant will not get from the soil. Only soil nunchi chettu kavalsinevi ravu. Because he had kept the lid so that nothing should be added to the soil. Soil em kalavakuda atanu lid pettesaru. It was just taking the rainwater and the sunlight. So ee chettu inta baru ela perigindi, inta mass ela vachindi chettiki? Because of the sunlight and the air. The plant grows because of the water it gets. So water nunchi kuda tanaki kavalsina vitamins, minerals, proteins, etc. అన్ని మనకి రెయిన్ వాటర్ నుంచి సన్లైట్ నుంచి వచ్చింది ప్లాంట్ కి. In this way he has proved that plant will not, it does not need only the soil but it also needs the water. Do you think von Helmont's conclusions were correct? People try to check this ANTAS experiment after experiment followed. So scientists అంటే ఎవరు, they'll keep on research, right? So ఇది von Helmont చెప్పినప్పుడు అందరూ అగ్రీ చేసి ఊరుకోరు కదా. Remaining people started again experiment on this. Stephen Hales described the leaves as organs of transpiration. So he was the person who, Stephen Hales, he described about the transpiration in the plants. Already, I think we have studied about the transpiration. What is the transpiration? The excess of water that is given by the plants. As you drink more water, what happens? The required amount of water will be utilized from your body, by your body, and the excess water, the waste water will be sent out like sweat and urine. So in the same way, the plant also take the required water and the remaining excess water, what it will do? It will give out through the leaves and it is called as transpiration. And he said that plants exchange gases with the surrounding air. Yes, exchanging gases in the sense they will give out the oxygen and they will take the carbon dioxide, right? So this happens in the plants. This was all experimented by Stephen Hales. Furthermore, he was the first to point out the possible role of light in plant nutrition. It was Priestley who carried out a sequence of experiments. He could demonstrate that what animals were doing to the air was being reversed by plants. That is, according to him, if animals were making air impure, plants were making it pure. So here again one more scientist named Priestley, he proved that animals will impure the air and the plants will purify the air. That's why we will give out the carbon dioxide waste one. What does the plant will do? They will take all this carbon dioxide, they will purify it and they will give us the oxygen. So we should always be thankful for the plants, because if the plants are not in the nature, we cannot survive. Even we lost the water as well as we lost the oxygen also, and we lost the food. So the main things, the food and the air we are getting from the plants itself. Ingenhousz tried to repeat Priestley's experiments under different conditions and found that only the green plants of plants when exposed to sunlight could do that. Now he was one more scientist. He started an experiment again, and he could prove that the green plants will only make the food for the plants with the help of the sunlight. So the green parts of the plants that are exposed to the sunlight could do that one. Green parts of plants use carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight. Only the green part of the plant, like leaf and stems, they will use the carbon dioxide in presence of the sunlight, as well as other sources of light, along with water to make glucose, starch and other food materials. This process of making food material is called photosynthesis, and such plants are called autotrophs. The plants that can prepare food are called as autotrophs. And he has proved that only the green plants will prepare the food with the help of the carbon dioxide and the sunlight. In the presence of sunlight, the chlorophyll will prepare the food, and they will need glucose and the starch. List the 4 major things needed by plants to carry out the process of photosynthesis. So it will be like a recipe, no? If you want to make anything, what you will do, you take all the ingredients. In the same way, when the plant is going to prepare the food, the stomata, it will take all the ingredients like sunlight, chlorophyll, water, minerals from the soil. In nature, the presence of green substance in leaves is essential for photosynthesis to place. So the main thing that a plant needed to prepare the food is chlorophyll. The green substance that is called as chlorophyll. Now here the recipe is given like this. Carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll will give out the glucose, oxygen and water. This is the equation. And your homework is you have to find out the hard words from the lesson. నేను ఇప్పటివరకు చెప్పినంత వరకు ఎన్ని hard words ఉన్నాయో find out చేసి you have to write one time. You have to tick the hard words one time. You have to find out the hard words from this page. Underline it and write it neatly. The hard words, that is your homework, children. And the equation goes like this. Since CO2 is the carbon dioxide, H2O is the water, in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll will give out here the equation goes like this. Carbon dioxide plus water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll will give out the glucose, oxygen and water. H2O is the water and this is the oxygen. O2 is the oxygen. H2O is the water. Okay. And H12O6 is, this is the glucose. Okay. This is all for today. Write the homework, find out the hard words and you have to write and go through the lesson and please read the lesson. Thank you, children.